All right, what's up, you guys? This is your host today. This is Jaden Big Texas Johnson. We're coming at you today to talk about two teams right now. Two teams that have been on my mind for this entire weekend and probably going to go on into the week and in the next weekend and up until January 1st. So then we'll see. But that's beyond the point. So today we're going to be talking about the San Francisco 49ers and the Texas Longhorns. Now, I know there is some controversy right now when it comes to whether or not Texas should be in the CFP. The short answer is they should. Short answer. Texas all year has been behind Oregon, has been behind a lot of other teams. And I think it's about time that the committee gave them the respect they were deserved. Do I think that Alabama should be in? No. No, I don't. But the committee has never left out an SEC champion before, right? So you can't expect them to. But you can also make the case that the Seminoles are undefeated and they've earned that spot. I don't think they should have been snuffed out. I don't. But I do think Texas does deserve to be in. That I wholeheartedly think. Because, what would have happened if Georgia would have won? What would have happened? Right. It would have been a completely different scenario. But I think Texas, in all honesty, an unbiased opinion, I think they deserve to be in. And I think they have a fair shot to win the thing, to be honest with you. I think Texas has a real fair shot to win it all. Now we'll see if that happens come January 1st. If Texas was just all hype, which I don't think they were. I think Texas is a really good team, and I think Texas has a lot to prove, definitely. But I don't think they're all hype, though. I think Texas will walk into your house, and if you're not careful, they're going to walk out of there with a W. That's what I think. I think Texas is sneaky good. I think Texas is overall a very good team. This is the best team that I've seen since McCoy and Shipley era. That's a good era for us. But even then, we didn't win a natty. In the McCoy Shipley era, we still didn't win a natty. We have never been in the college football playoffs until this year. I think Texas deserves the right to play this game, to play in the playoffs. Texas had one hiccup the entire year against OU. Pretty good team, and I'll admit it. Do I think Texas should have lost? No, but they got out-coached that game. Somehow, some way, Brent Venables out-coached Steve Sarkisian. That is how the Longhorns lost that game. And I'll stand by that. Because OU is not a better team than Texas is. And I think everybody can agree with me on that. Any sane person, would agree that OU is nowhere near as good of a team as Texas is. And it's proven. Texas is a Big 12 champion. It's the first time this happened in a while, too. Big 12 championship. It's huge. It's a huge milestone for this program because we haven't won it in so long. We haven't. And to walk out of the Big 12 going into the SEC as the conference champions, it only does good for the morale at Texas. It does good for recruiting opportunities. It does good. Steve Sarkisian looks like he's going to be a top-tier coach at Texas. He's doing something that we thought would happen with Tom Herman. It didn't happen. And Tom Herman never got us there. He got us to the dance, but we never danced. Right? That's what we thought would happen with Tom. And Tom didn't come out and show us that. But Steve Sarkisian has came out and he has proven to build a winning culture and a winning team at the 40 acres. There's not much more you can say. We're going to walk into the SEC already with targets. We're going to walk in with targets on our back anyway, both Texas and OU, because we're the new guys. We're coming from the Big 12. Some people would say the Big 12 is a horrible conference, which in most years they are. In most years, it's usually Texas and Oklahoma at the top. But that being said, though, we're going to walk into the SEC, and it's going to be a complete change of pace than what we're used to. We're used to these soft teams, in all honesty, soft teams. And then once we get into the playoffs, we get smacked around. And I don't see that happening. I don't see that happening with Texas. That happened with OU when Kyler Murray played at OU. When Kyler played there, they went to the playoffs. They got routed by Alabama. I just don't see that happening to Texas. I feel like Texas is overall one of the most solid teams in the league overall. I'm not saying there's not anything that Texas can fix. There's obviously something we can fix. There always is. No team is not going to have zero imperfections on the year. But right now, Texas is proving to be solid. Texas has proved week in and week out that they're going to be solid, that they're a contender. And that's what they've been fighting for this entire season. We've already had to fight back once we lost OU. And now it's just time to seal the deal. We've made it. We've made it to the dance. Now we got to be king of that dance. We got to get elected king. That's the biggest thing right now. That is, we look at the next game. If I'm Texas, we're looking at the next game against Washington. We're looking at that game, and we are focusing all of our strength and mindset on that game. If we do that, we get pressure and we pass effectively, because that's a big thing. Quinn Ewers has to be effective. If Quinn Ewers isn't effective, our ground game can't get going with an already hurting ground game without Jonathan Brooks, who's one of the best running backs in the league right now. With an already hurting running back room with CJ Baxter and Alfred Blue, or not Alfred Blue, Jaden Blue. Pretty sure that's the name. I was thinking the Hard Knocks guy. I do that all the time. But besides the point, Baxter, Blue, and the freshman guy. I can't remember his name right now. But if Quinn Ewers is not effective in the air attack, then we're not going to do anything. We won't get anything going against against the Huskies. We won't. I feel like Texas has a really good chance to make it to the dance. And that dance, that's the goal. Not just to show up. Not just to be there as a punching bag for more than likely Michigan, but to win the thing. Texas wants to come in and win. That is the mindset that Sark is building in that locker room. That is the mindset of these guys. They want to go in and they want to win because they are underdogs. They're always going to be underdogs. Coming in from the Big 12. We've seen what happened to the last Big 12 team in the playoffs. TCU got ousted. Adios, amigo. TCU got done. Now TCU sucks this year. We'll see what happens. I am obviously hoping for the best come January 1st against these Huskies. And y'all will hear it no matter what from me, how I feel about it. Y'all will hear about it. So we'll see what happens. Now, another huge reason why we're happy this weekend. The San Francisco 49ers. Man, you can't ask for much better. You can't. San Francisco has proven that they are the best team in the NFL, hands down, without a doubt. Without a doubt, the best team in the NFL. Healthy. That is a big caveat for this team. If they stay healthy, they are the best team in the league. Nobody can beat them. It's just like every analyst says. Nobody can beat them if they're healthy. If they're healthy. San Francisco is the best team in the league. This, that, and third. Right? San Francisco walked into the city of brotherly love talking a whole lot of mess from the NFC title game last year. But you know what? They didn't just talk mess and fold. They talked mess and ousted the Philadelphia Eagles. They talked mess and demolished the Philadelphia Eagles. In my opinion, right now, you have Brock Purdy at the top of the list for MVP voting. He's played MVP caliber football. Were those 3 losing games? Were those enough to ruin the chances? Who knows? But the way I see it, how he bounced back from it, how he is playing right now, this is the MVP of the league, calling it now. He will be the next cover athlete of Madden. Wait, sure. Why not? He'll be the next cover athlete of the next Madden. This is an MVP caliber dude. And I will say that until I am blue in the face, because that is how much I believe in Brock Purdy. I feel like a healthy 49ers team is unbeatable. You can't name a team in the league that would beat him right now. You can't. We've already beaten them. We've already beaten them. And if you think you can name one, if you think the Chiefs right now could beat them, I don't think so. I think you put this team right now into the Super Bowl against the Chiefs, 49ers are walking out with a victory. I think if you put anybody in the AFC against the 49ers in the Super Bowl right now, the 49ers are walking away. Walking away with number 6. I believe that with my entire heart. I have been nothing but impressed with San Francisco these past few weeks. Brock Purdy has the highest QBR in the entire league right now. The entire league. And you don't think he should be considered for MVP? Get out of here. 7 turnovers, I want to say. 7 turnovers on the year from Brock Purdy. 6 turnovers, 6 picks. I mean, what else could I say? 3,185 for yards, 23 touchdowns to 6 interceptions. You can't ask for much better. You can't. That's an MVP caliber year already. He is on track for it. I don't think you give it to Jalen Hurts, because most people's list right now, even with the loss, is going to be Jalen and Dak and then possibly Brock Purdy, if maybe Patrick Mahomes. I in my list, it's Brock at the top. Brock and Dak right now. Jalen at 3rd. That's what I think. I think that's pretty much what Vegas thinks right now. Is Brock Purdy is the favorite. Now, sure, You can say Brock Purdy ain't nothing without Debo. Brock Purdy ain't nothing without Christian. Brock Purdy ain't nothing with Trent Williams. Brock Purdy ain't nothing with George Kittle. Oh, well. Patrick Mahomes wouldn't be Patrick Mahomes without Travis Kelce, right? Dak Prescott wouldn't be Dak Prescott without CeeDee Lamb. The 49ers have built a team that is unbeatable, folks. Unbeatable. John Lynch, Kyle Shanahan are mad scientists. All they do is throw stuff in the pot. Kyle, what do you think about adding Chase Young at the trade deadline? Sure, why not? Throw it in the pot. Mix that thing up. Here you go. It works. It's like when your grandma cooks something and you don't know if it's going to be good or not. And then you taste it and it's the best thing you've ever had. Yeah, I mean, you have two of the same player with Debo and Christian. You have two of the same players. You have two running backs, two wide receivers, and two people. You have four guys and two people. You kidding me? Unfair. It doesn't matter what you do. It doesn't matter. Because as soon as you cover up Debo, here comes Christian out of the backfield. As soon as you pick up Christian out of the backfield and take that linebacker off of him, here comes George Kittle up the seam. Oh, we brought a safety down to cover Kittle. Okay, that's fine. Here's Brandon Ayuk up the sideline on a fade. Can't forget about this guy right here, right? You cover up all those guys. All those guys. Here's Jawan Jennings right here, ready just to make a snag over the middle and take it yard. It doesn't matter. It does not matter. The 49ers are the best team in the NFL. I mean, there's just not much to say about it. They've proven it already. We're not even near the end of the year yet. They rooted the Eagles. They've rooted the Cowboys. Two of what people think are the best teams in the NFC. Besides the Lions. The Lions have been amazing this year. But that's besides the point. We already beat Dallas. Kicked their ass. And then we just kicked Philly's ass. What more do you want? Keep doubting the 49ers. Because that's what they thrive on. Have y'all not noticed that yet? The 49ers thrive when y'all talk shit. When y'all doubt them, they thrive. Because they know they're just going to come in and whoop y'all. They're going to mop the floor. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. Mr. Irrelevant. Playing like a fucking MVP candidate. Front runner. In my opinion. And Vegas' opinion. MVP front runner. Take what I say if you want. Right? If you want to hop on the bandwagon, we welcome everybody. That's fine. Come on in. Water's fine. Water's fine over here in the bay. If you're still a non-believer, hop on the train. Now, we don't want you. Keep hating. Keep being a hater. And I'll tell y'all something. Y'all keep hating. The 49ers are going to keep winning. That's going to be all for today for me. If y'all listen this far in, thank you. It's my first ever podcast. I think I did okay. I don't know. I guess we'll see. We'll see how ratings do. I doubt it. But nonetheless, thank you all. Thank you all for stopping by and listening to me ramble.